Hello, the internet, Saffron here, going back into A Summer with the Shiba Inu. I remembered the title this time. Or I just could call it the Shiba game. Shiba Inu game. And we traveled, we were in Canine-da, apparently. We traveled back to the Shiba Island, which the name is escaping me right now. And we're with Max now, and apparently, like, Sid here is, like, either super famous or super wanted or something, because Max set up a safe house where, like, nobody can get in. And so we're here at his apartment with Max, and we have this watch that we're trying to figure out because we got it from a Labrador who says she's trying to help, so she gave him this watch. So Sid is trying to figure out this watch with Max's help. And if this is a world composed of dogs, why are there pictures of people? Why are there people pictures? I want to know. Anyway, okay, so Sid. Oh, all right, let's find this lab's contact info. Are you sure you want to get in touch with her? Do you trust her? Only as much as I trust a stranger, really. I mean, honestly, I just met her. So no, I don't trust her that much, but there is a high enough possibility that she has information that could be useful to me. It's an uncertain situation though, and I'm just guessing at the odds. It does seem oddly specific that she knows the main reason I'm back here. The risk may well outweigh the potential gains. Again, with the words potential, possibility, uncertainty, I'm getting deja vu. So cold, calculating. Just the RE nut training kicking back in. Information on the reason you decided to come back? I snap out of my thoughts as Max starts to speak again. I don't mean to pry, but I'm wondering, what was the reason? You notice what I said, huh? Well, the truth is, one of the reasons I decided to come back now is to find out if my brother is alive. Your brother? Chu Wen? Chu Wen, wasn't it? Right, he disappeared after the last RE na. Yeah, I just have this regret that I didn't even bother finding out what happened before I just up and left. I understand. I'll help you find out what happened. Wait, so this lab, she said she knew something about him? She was so certain about it. So while I have no idea of her intention, she could either be a powerful ally or enemy. Either way, I suppose it's best to contact her so she won't blindside us if she is an enemy. Of course, I leave this up to you. You've taken me in, and I don't want her to follow me back here and jeopardize the place. Like you said, I agree that it's a good idea to contact her in case she comes here looking for you. But first, let's find her contact information on this phone. We go through the apps. They're only the essentials. Not in the contact book either, huh? He taps on the recent calls, and there is a single call history. All right! He holds up a paw for a high five. High five! No? Okay. Thanks, Max! Now you do the honors. I tap on the call button, and while it rings, Max sets up the phone call to block our camera feed. I'm going to play it safe and not let her get any hits on my surroundings and whereabouts, just in case. Waiting. Waiting. Oh, hi! Holographic puppy. Hey, good to see you made it somewhere safe. Why did you want me to contact you? Like I said, I want to help you. And how exactly? Well, as I said, you probably want to stay under the radar. An eye-catching Labrador like myself would be the perfect distraction for anyone on your trail, no? I roll my eyes, making sure she can see my skepticism. While I agree you are definitely eye-catching, from the corner of my eye, I notice Max trying not to smirk wildly. Oh, this is not what I meant. But that will make it even more difficult to stay under the radar if anyone on the outside makes a connection between you and me. So based on that, how really could you help me? That's what I was hoping you would tell me, Sid. What actions do you plan to execute? How can I help you achieve it? See, and they have Queen Lee's text different, but Max's just looks like the narrator text. I don't get it. I still don't understand her real intentions, but she does seem sincere. I need to carefully consider what I say. Still, since she's offering her help, it wouldn't hurt to have someone to do the riskier tasks in my place. Also, are you alone? Queely breaks the silence before I can formulate a sentence. She might have taken my slow response to indicate silent correspondence with someone else. Lie? I don't know if I trust her or not. She seems sincere, like she said. No, I'm not alone. No, I'm with a friend. An accomplice? I don't know why you have to put it that way, but I guess you could say that. He's a trustworthy companion helping me. I didn't expect to have to compete for the position of top hedgehog. Oh, really? Well, as you mentioned, I want to find my brother. Before I tell you my plans, I want to know how you know about my brother. Aha! So you're saying you don't trust me because I have this piece of information. I revealed it so you would have an incentive to contact me. And I was right, wasn't I? She's so smug about successfully having manipulated my actions. I'm gonna make a quip though. You're smug now about luring me, but have you thought about how that might make you even more suspicious? It's unfortunate you feel that way, but I fully believe that I can turn you around. What? She's so smug! Perhaps I'm not ruling out the possibility of trusting you just yet. But let's get to the point, shall we? How did you figure out the reason that I came back to the island? Queely chuckles. A little patience, please, Sid. The truth is, anyone smart enough could figure out that you'd be interested in finding out the fate of your brother. The Arena archives are open to anyone that is patient enough to go through the hoops to get approved for access. It wasn't difficult to find online that your brother disappeared after the final Arena, but I also confirmed it was from the official records. Oh, I also confirmed it from the official records. Your infamous disappearance happened shortly after that, so I guess that you would have regrets about it. Smart lab. Right. That is convincing, if not creepy. But like she said, the records of past arenas are available to public access. Any dog that tries hard enough could put the timeline together and figure it out. What worries me is her understanding of the way I think. That probably means she's researched a lot of other things about my past life. I'd really rather have her as an ally. So here's my proposal. If you want more information, I have a lead on what you're seeking, but I'd rather not reveal any more over the call. Meet me at DG Station, the stall where I found you, tomorrow at noon. A lead? But with that, the call is terminated. That was sudden. Well, what matters is that she says she has a lead. I'll go meet her tomorrow. Be careful. She does seem sincere, but I really don't know what's in it for her. Max, would you like to come with me? I would like to, but only if you're sure it's best for your plans. I don't want to burden you. Nonsense, you won't be a burden. I think I will trust her now and let her know about you. Of course, if she tries to threaten you in any way, that trust will be over. Sid. After that, we quickly plan out the transportation and prepare to sleep. Max insists that I take the bed while he sleeps in the living room, and after some protests, I accept. It's been a really, really long day. So strange that just this morning, I was still in Canine Da with my job, having to work for a living. I just threw all of that away, and soon enough, I'll find out if all of that was worth it. I tucked the wrist phone away into a bag. If Kui Lee had somehow hacked its camera and mic, I'd rather not have it show more than what could be seen during our video call. Blah, blah, blah. Good night, Max. I hear his voice from the living room, which is the room next to mine. Sleep tight, Sid. And with that, I close my eyes and sleep soon takes over me. One sleep after. In the morning, Max suggests that we go to lunch after the meeting with the lab, to which I agree. The lab, huh. She does have a name. Kui Lee, wasn't it? Like we agreed on, Max joins me as I head to the meeting with Kui Lee. Again, when I enter the transit station, I scan my pendant face down. I don't want more unwanted attention on my movements. If dogs see my full pendant face. That is, in addition to Kui Lee's totally unwanted attention. See, and then it switches to thinking. Like, wouldn't it still be the same thought? Okay, shut up. I'm not criticizing the game. Really making conversation. Pointing stuff out. It's fine. We emerge from underground at DG Station, which is in the central zone of Tai-paw. It's a really busy area, full of businesses and restaurants. The stall where Kui Lee accosted me yesterday isn't far from the station, and we get there a bit earlier than noon, which was our agreed upon meeting time. I don't have much of an appetite, so Max orders IU jelly with lemonade for both of us. Shortly after, Kui Li strolls down the lane. It's immediately noticeable, such a large dog living on this island where nothing was made to the scale of her size. I fight the urge to chuckle at the thought. I conveniently forgot that the same could be said about me and Canine Da. Those stairs were always hell to climb, not to mention that I could never reach anything on shelves in stores. She spots and joins me at the table, the same time that Max gets back. Hi. Who's this? This is Max, my friend. He's helping me out. Ah, you must be the accomplice that was there during the phone call yesterday. Max gives her a distrustful look and just grunts in response. Kui Li doesn't appear offended. Last night I said that I have information. Well, for full disclosure, it's not completely true. What? I'm on alert, as the first thought that crosses my mind is that this is a trap. What she said on the phone was believable enough that I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she could have just played me again. I mean, I said I have a lead, but it really is just that, a lead. I can't make more sense out of it, but I think you could, Sid. Ah, what a prankster, this Labrador. I try to calm down, but something still doesn't seem right about this whole situation. There's nothing glaringly wrong, but maybe it's my ancestral instincts speaking. Logically speaking, hearing Kui Li out is the best option I have right now. Okay, so this isn't a waste of time after all. Please, Sid, you couldn't be slightly less rude? I'll apologize. Huh? It took me 5.20 seconds. That took some time. Is it really counting how long it takes for me to make a decision? It's interesting. Fish sticks, Sid. You've gone all soft. But I suppose I can apologize. I'm sorry. You've mentioned my rudeness when we were on the phone too. I should have taken that more seriously. I wasn't expecting you to remember that. Thanks. Most of the time I'm pretty dense, but I occasionally notice when dogs are upset, I guess. That doesn't mean you're off the hook, Kui Li. I'll decide how much more to trust you after you show me what you have. I guess I can't gain your trust 100% just like that, eh? Always pragmatic like your arena performances. She's probably laughing internally at how uncomfortable I look. I guess that's evident from my facial expression, huh? Ugh. But she obliges me and takes out a thick envelope from her bag. She slides it towards me. I gingerly take out the contents. On the top of the stack is a blurred photo. It's printed on thick and glossy material. From the blurriness and low resolution of the picture, I can tell the camera that this was taken with was quite old, even by the technological standards from before I left the island. The dog that is the focal point of the picture has a stocky stature and a dark blue shirt on. His coat color is the exact same color as mine. It's him, all right. Chun-Wen. Chun-Wen. When was this taken? It's the last time he was ever seen. He was on the way to the final arena. I also managed to get my paws on his transit history. I shift through the contents of the envelope. Under the printed picture is a thick, stapled stack of what looks like a spreadsheet. The print is tiny, with rows and rows of dates so close to each other that I have to hold the paper up to my face to inspect it. Even with a cursory scan of the information, I can tell that two stations appear in turn frequently. KH station and NJ station, huh? With an even closer look, I notice that they appear at 9 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon, respectively. 9 to 5, is this some joke? At this point, Kui Li interjects. It doesn't take any computer to see that there's a very clear pattern. Though I did feed the data through some simple algorithms to double check if there are any anomalies I missed by canine error. It's just NJ station at 9 a.m. and KH station at 5 p.m. every single day since after the last arena. Right, and the weirdest thing is that it's all exactly on the hour. The MRT hardware that captures the pendant scans doesn't round up to the hour? Nope, it's supposed to capture the exact millisecond, or some fraction of a second. It's pretty precise. This is it. It's an amazing lead, given that it's to be believed. It's clearly a manipulated log, and I can't imagine for what other reason than to be noticed, and perhaps even to send a message. This is great, Kui Li. Thanks. I stack the papers together tidily and insert them back into the envelope. Can I take this? Yeah, certainly. Though for security reasons, I'm not giving you the digital copies. That's all you're getting. That's fair. Wouldn't want to leak or anything. How did you get this information? I tracked down a source in the Mastiff Rapid Transit Core. The source was able to download these files for me, as they are not highly classified. Anyone who has basic customer service tier access could get these logs. However, the pattern might indicate that your brother is able to hack or manipulate the transit logs, which could potentially draw the attention of the Mastiff Rapid Transit Core. Of course, I convinced the source to keep quiet about this discovery for now. I wouldn't put it past him to have hacked this pendant or transit entry gates to automatically deduct the... Wait! I take out the spreadsheet again and look at the balance column. Silly me. Now that I think about it, this might be a clue. Since the beginning of the log, the balance has only been going down linearly, as far as I can tell. A quick graph could confirm that. And on the very first day, the balance was a hefty sum. More than enough to cover expenses for not only transit, but all aspects of a dog's life on the island. Where did he get these tags? Actually, the answers seem obvious. He probably was able to acquire all the currency he desires, somehow. Ah yes, the balances. Quite the wealthy one, your brother. I did a quick visualization of the data, and it is a straight line going down. The fares are deducted each day, every single day. I didn't notice any anomalies other than the huge sum of tags he could afford to load a balance. That was the extent of what I could observe. You know your brother better than anyone, so I thought that you could make more sense out of this than I could. Sure, I'll examine it closer at home. Don't feel comfortable doing that here in the open. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed, Kuei Li. Thank you for this. I pack up the files and rise to leave. Max follows suit and stands. Despite having said nothing during the whole exchange, he seems to be thinking hard. Wait a moment. You don't want to plan our next steps? Well, I was thinking I could tell you what I decide after I browse through these. Oh, come on. And here I was thinking we'd be collaborating as equals. Look, I'm grateful for the information. I really appreciate her efforts and investment in this quest, but I don't want her doing more than necessary and drawing attention. That is the highest priority. I prefer you don't do anything rash while investigating, and only gather information for me after I decide what would be helpful. You're not hearing me. I've already planned my next step, and I'm not going to ask for your permission to carry it out. Fish sticks, what a stubborn dog. Right, what is your next step then? I was thinking I could try to acquire security footage from those two stations at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Don't you think that would be valuable? I guess I can hear her out. That would be valuable, I agree. But how do you plan on doing that? I imagine that security footage requires high clearance, so I don't want you to do something that draws too much attention, you hear? Don't worry. If I get caught, I'll take all the blame. I'll say that I'm working independently, and you will not be implicated. You're willing to take the risk all by yourself? For this? What is in it for you? I really do have your best interest at heart. I'll give you all of this, and you still don't believe, I've given you all of this, and you still don't believe me, do you? She sighs, but seems to compose herself quickly. It's all right. Never mind what I said, but I'll be as careful as I can for you. Was she involved with Sid's brother? I feel a bit guilty. Perhaps I was being too harsh. What does she mean, for me? I don't even know her. Just let me know whatever steps you take, all right? And report all your progress to me. Will do, will do. She rises and steps away from the table, signaling the end of the meeting. Catch you next time, Sheebs. She nods to me and Max. Later. See you, lab. See you, lab. Just the generic lab. Kuei Li nods and without another word sweeps past us and away into the depths of the market. First clue, late summer. Waiting until she is out of sight, Max and I leave the stall as well. My bag feels heavy with the envelope I now have, both literally and figuratively, with all the possibilities that it brings. Much as I want to start a closer investigation of the matter right this instant, I'll deal with this later tonight. Max and I are going to get lunch. And with that, I think I'm going to get lunch. It's still very intriguing what's going on. You know, what really is in it for Kuei Li? And I apologize if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. But yeah, now this whole mystery as to what happened to Sid's brother. So I'm intrigued. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, ring that bell, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all later. This music is very pretty. I like it. Very mysterious, which you know is the point.